Hey everyone, and welcome to this week ahead reading. A few things that should be noted. You may be experiencing some timeline glitches. So you could be feeling like things are speeding up, or they might be going too slow, or feel like you've lost a few days in between. So things are going to feel a bit unsettled for a while because there's major energy changes taking place and also changes within your body. There's a light body activation coming through right now. And there's a lot of solar flare energy. So you could be feeling extremely exhausted. So please rest as much as you can. And just disconnect from social media or anything that brings you down, anything that doesn't enlighten you or entertain you, make you happy. Disengage from that collective energy. You don't need to know exactly what's going on around you. Just keeping your vibe high needs to be an ultimate priority right now. So that's the intuitive messages that I'm getting. Let's see what else we have. We have circles, and I'm just seeing this as circles of protection from your guides, circles of women getting together, which would be really, really powerful at this time. Keeping up with like-minded people and keeping up with your rituals and your spiritual practices. I'm sorry, I'm actually really feeling this energy quite harshly. So I'm sorry if I'm stumbling with my words. I've had a rough couple of weeks. I didn't even realize I didn't put out a week ahead reading last week. I've been involved in that timeline glitches, and you can hear that poor pooch howling away in the background. Everyone's feeling this energy quite hard. Plus my brother's been in hospital, so it's kind of turned me upside down. And I chose to get off coffee and sugar, and that has kind of all sent me tumbling. But that Scorpio full moon was a total activation. It really showed us, it revealed things to us that we didn't want to see before, or we didn't want to address. And I feel like that energy is going to continue to unravel things that were hidden from you. You know, when you've had an inkling about certain situations, your intuition's been telling you about certain things, and it's just going to come to pass, the things you were thinking. Some of you may see pockets of sections of air where you feel like the air is kind of vibrating. That's just all part of the activation, and then just the changing of the timelines and things like that to a more higher timeline. So we've got the perspective card here. A calm and clear mind is free to see differently. And I think that's why we're being asked to really continue to rest, keep our vibe high, read books that we love, do the things that keep our vibration high and our spirits high. Because I know it's hard to juggle in between some harsher energies, but we're being told that we're able to do this, and this is like a test for us. If things don't seem complete around you, or happy or fulfilling, this is the test that's currently underway. It's like, can you hold your vibration as high as you can? Like, don't turn yourself into an anxious mess, but can you hold a semi-stable foundation while you're transcending through harsher energies? And this is going to unlock another timeline for many of us. Let's see what else will come up. We've got the Libra energy, past life relating. So it's kind of like, I think this is where we're having a perspective shift. Being caught up in others' opinions, which a lot of us do. You could have quite heavy Libra in your chart. Giving to others and neglecting self. Yeah. Busy being Mr. or Miss Nice. Over concern with fairness and justice. yeah, most of us light workers feel that a bit too harshly. Codependency in relationships. Harmonizing at all costs, meaning that you will self-sacrifice in order to keep the peace, which isn't a good thing. Having a tit-for-tat attitude, that's not healthy either. So this could be in your partnerships or any other form of family relationships, at workplaces and things like that. And I think we're seeing past all that and seeing, it's almost like this past life card. It's like an old version of you this lifetime, where you're putting yourself first. And some people might like it and some people might not accept it, but it doesn't really matter, because if we live our life according to what others want us to do, we'll never be happy. And I think that's what's being released. I think this was a big block for a lot of people. And, you know, being caught up in other people's opinions, which a lot of us do, because at the end of the day, we just want people to like us, right? Because then we think we'll feel loved. But we're requesting this silently from people that don't love themselves. So how are they ever going to give that to you anyway, you know? Which is why they always say you have to give that love you seek to yourself, because you're the only one that can do it. Because, you know, most people don't know how to do it anyway. And also, if they start giving it to you, if their cup's not full, they're going to take their love back, aren't they, in a way? And then where does that leave you? Back at square one. That's why it's about balancing your energy and balancing your love for yourself. 12th house energy. This is the area of your life that is overwhelming. You yield to a greater cause or power. Gosh, it's windy here today. Sorry about that, guys. There's like a little gap under my garage door and it just makes the most howling noise. So yeah, I think this is a lot of things that have been hidden. It's like subconscious. I'm hearing imaging, things that some of you visualize a lot, like worst case scenario and stuff like that. That's not coming to pass, but you're going to see that some of you have a doomsday mentality, which a lot of us do. We worry too much. But I feel like this is something that's being released. Yeah, it's like doomsday patterning, which is like the curse of the empath, curse of the light worker, curse of the person that, you know, still has PTSD from past events. And I feel like that's what's transcending a lot. So the Scorpio full moon was really such a catalyst for releasing this. And I'm just seeing the domino effect. And it's just like dunk, 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 dunk. So it might feel like your energy has been low for quite a while. It's like one thing after the other, after the other. But this is good because this is past life clearing. This is what we need. Although when you're in it, you're like, oh my God, stop. I just want to feel okay for a little bit. But it's better to get through it, you know, cleaning that wound out. It's better to just stay on the train. If you're feeling low energy, stay on the train. Just because you're in a low energy doesn't mean you're in a low vibration. Because life goes up and down, you know, we go, oh, here we go, something we deal with, and then we come back out, and then, oh, we go back down again, and then, you know, life is just like that. So don't feel like you're dropping your vibration, but it's just more of, okay, my perspective says this is the cycle of life. You sometimes don't feel so energetic, or you sometimes don't feel so on top of things, but I know I'm going to come out of it. I know I'm going to be okay. And that's how you kind of balance your energy. It's like, this is not forever. It's not seeping even further down into a regression, into perhaps where you weren't so evolved emotionally in the past. It's more of, okay, I accept where I am now. I get through things. It's not forever. I'm just going to rest for a bit, do some fun things, focus on me. And then I know the energy will shift and change. So I was going to say, let's get some healing cards. We've got healing. Inner child. Discover your life purpose. Wow. And that's the thing. That's like the key. It's like literally, some of us want that instant answer. But it's incorporating all the things that you really, truly love. That is your purpose. If you love helping children or looking after children, that's your purpose, you know. And we don't just have one, we have many. I know I've said it 1,000 times, and they change throughout our life. It's not just a one goal. It's not a linear path, you know. I used to love belly dancing, but I did that for 10 years and I don't feel like I love it still, but I don't feel like I need to do it. I don't need to teach anymore. Like, I don't need to do that. The spirituality is my cause now, and this is what I love doing. And how many other, there's like, you know, 50 aspects to that. Most of you know I'm creating a moon journal, so that will be released soon. Not sure when, but soon. So keep a lookout for that. And, you know, I make that project. I make videos. I do TikToks. I do video editing. I make graphic design. I design my own website. Like, there's so many different aspects to what I do. You know, I buy cards. You know, I'll make my own cards one day. I love reading books. I love astrology. Like, there's so much to it. And I feel like people are so used to that linear approach of you only can pick one. You only can pick one. People that only pick one thing, like if you're at a buffet, they're not my people. My people are the all-you-can-eat buffet type. Like, yeah, I don't have a favorite. I have lots of favorites. Yeah, you go get life, girl. You go get it. You know, stop limiting and restricting yourself, because sometimes when we're creative people, we don't just have the one. Some might. But for a lot of us, we want to try so many different things. Like, yes, that's beautiful. That's the childlike energy. That's how you find your life purpose. By trying different things. Like, yeah, I'm going to do this 1 month, and I'm going to try over here. I want to learn photography. I'm going to try this short course. There's even those groups and those meetup groups where they're just like, we're going to go around the city for, you know, 2 hours and going to show you how to take photos on your iPhone. You know, you don't have to do the old structure of a course to gain a certificate anymore. There's so many easier options. People run stuff from their home. There's free training on YouTube. I've learned a lot about marketing on TikTok. You know, there's a lot of free info out there. It's just having fun with it and researching, going, oh yeah, this week I'm going to try researching that. So it's like very much the energy of, you know, you're doing okay, kid, you're doing okay, and just try something new. Have a little bit of a rest, have a little bit of a read of a book, and try something new, you know? And I think that's beautiful. And that's going to be very healing for healing. I keep getting that there and I keep saying it. It's very healing for the inner child, because that's what children love, right? You see, if you watch kids, 1 minute they're painting, next minute they run off outside, and then they're back inside and drawn on a wall, you know, like anything goes. They're like, no. And that's not ADD. You know, that's just children being children. And then they classify that as being ADD because you're not fitting into society's norms of a patriarchy of, no, you just sit there and do one thing. That's not what creative people want to do. That's like death to creative people, to do one thing. And that's why a lot of people feel depressed. There's many other reasons, obviously traumas, but trying to fit creative people into a society, it's a structure, it doesn't work. We don't fit in a box. You know, but it's okay to do that until you start to do other things. And that's the thing, this needs to be a priority over shopping or getting too much takeaway or whatever. These trying things that you want to try needs to be a priority. And we've got the Nourish Your Temple. I'm finding also this week, aside from getting off the coffee and stuff, I'm noticing that my body wants to eat more. And I think that's what, eat better food, sorry. Wants to eat more lighter food, more of the fruit and raw foods. Just better foods, lighter foods, not so heavy and processed. Not that I was a big one of that before, but I can just feel the difference. So you could be feeling the same. So it's just, obviously, when you're trying to balance your energy, you need to do so with your health. That helps too. And that's where the rest comes in. It's like, am I eating nourishing food? Am I looking after my temple? And sometimes you do. You need the cacao. If you're having a menstruation cycle, you just need that. You need some more iron, you need some more spinach, and, you know, you need a steak. I know if I don't eat meat, as much as veggies as I can have. That's high, and I need to still eat meat. Otherwise I suffer. So, you know, each to their own. Spend time with animals. So good. I mean, even if you can't have a pet, just watching all those short videos, like I like the little videos on TikTok with the family and the kids and the animals doing the funny things, like that'll do for me for now, because my house is too small to have an animal. Sometimes you just can't, but I'd rather spend time with animals than people, because they're just so loving and it's no stress, right, until they start eating your furniture. Miss Virgo says no. So, you know, a lot of you probably already have animals and stuff like that, and it's just such a beautiful, relaxing thing just to spend time with your pets, or the birdies in nature and stuff like that. I do feel like it's very healing. I feel like things are really starting to click into place energy-wise, because the energy's been quite scattered, and now I feel like it's just see it all kind of falling into place now. Because it was a bit of a whirlwind before, and it may still feel like things are being unsettled energetically, but things are starting to slot into place. But it's hard from our old perspective to see this coming, and I think that's why this message is coming through now. It's all starting to fall into place. We've got an extraordinary. There's a wild uniqueness to you that deserves to be honored. And I think this is in line with the creativity thing. You're magnificent, and just because other people may not see that doesn't mean you're not magnificent, doesn't mean you shouldn't show it. Like, I remember I've worked with some other ladies that have had beautiful clothes, and they're like wild and out there, and they look amazing, and it threatens other women. And sometimes people are like, you can't wear clothes like that to work. It's like, why shouldn't they? Stop trying to fit them into some sort of box. You know, be fabulous. Show the world how fabulous you are. Show them the real you, and stop anyone that doesn't like it. Sanctity. Through offering even the most mundane problem, it can become a sacrament. So you're being asked to give any problems that you have really been struggling with to resolve. And I feel like a lot of us have these issues that we just, and it's stuff that you've carried for lifetimes, I'm really hearing. Anything like you really struggle with, let's say it's feeling like people don't understand you. If this is a strong feeling in this lifetime, or not being able to let things go, or and this is the empath curse, right? When bad things happen or bad situations, we're like a sponge and we absorb it. We absorb problems that aren't ours. So you're being asked to let that go, and it's basically, you do that by affirming, I don't want to hold on to this anymore. I let it go. Let the universe transmute it. I don't want to have to deal with this problem anymore. And then you just focus on you. We've got delusion card here. That's very 12th house energy. Intention without surrender can be a fast path to delusion. We have to, we have to intend to let it go. And it takes practice. Because sometimes we can be like, oh yeah, sure, I'll let it go. It'll take practice because you're so used to holding on to it. So you just need to keep intending that every day. Check in with yourself. You're like, am I still holding on to this problem? Am I still trying to resolve this problem? The answer is yes. You just intend it again. Okay, universe, please take this problem for me. My intention is to let this go. I don't need to hold on to it anymore. Just kind of keep talking yourself out of it. So the universe will sort this for me. It's safe for me to let this go. It's safe for me to let the universe handle it. And that should helpfully reprogram your mindset. It just literally takes practice. Because the things we've had to hold on, we felt we had to hold on because we didn't know how to let it go. but now you do. It's just practice. Check in with yourself every day. And then write that intention to let it go. Because sometimes writing it's a lot easier than saying it. So I hope this helped. Please let me know. Have a fabulous week, and I'll check in again with you soon. Bye.